What if I told you one US Army medic saved 75 soldiers without carrying a single weapon? In the spring of 1945, as World War II raged toward its bloody end, the US Army launched an assault on Okinawa, a battle so brutal that survivors still call it the Rain of Steel. And on that island stood one of the most unlikely heroes in American military history, Private First Class Desmond Thomas Doss. Doss was different from every soldier around him. He refused to carry a rifle. He refused to kill. He refused even to touch a weapon. Not because he was a coward, but because he believed that saving life was more important than taking it. Many mocked him. Some soldiers threw boots at him during training. Others demanded he be kicked out of the army. But Doss stayed, determined to prove that courage didn't need a gun. On May 5, 1945, during the assault on a towering cliff known as Hacksaw Ridge, the U.S. troops were shredded by Japanese machine gun fire. Mortars exploded, flamethrowers roared. Within minutes, the ridge was covered in smoke, screams, and hundreds of wounded Americans. When commanders ordered a retreat, every surviving soldier climbed back down the rope neck to safety, except one. Desmond Doss stayed on the ridge, alone. Through choking smoke and burning rubble, he crawled from body to body, dragging the wounded to the edge of the cliff. But the cliff was vertical, 400 feet straight down. So Doss tied a rope around injured soldiers, lowered them by hand, and prayed, "Lord, help me get one more." Then he went back. Again. And again. And again. For hours, some say almost 12, Doss worked alone under constant enemy fire. Japanese troops moved through the carnage, firing at anything that moved. Bullets ripped through Doss's uniform. Shells exploded so close that they left him deaf for minutes at a time. But Doss refused to stop. He found a soldier with his leg barely attached, carried him. He found another with shrapnel embedded deep in his chest, dragged him. He rescued men who had mocked him, insulted him, even tried to get him kicked out of the army. To Doss, they were all worth saving. When Doss finally came down the ridge, his hands were bleeding so badly from rope burns that he could barely move them. His uniform was soaked in blood, but none of it was his. Below the ridge, the soldiers stared in disbelief. One by one, wounded men they had assumed were dead came sliding down the cliff, alive. By the end of the night, Doss had saved 75 U.S. soldiers, entirely by himself. Word spread across the Pacific, and when the American commanders learned the truth, they sent a message all the way to Washington. This man deserved the nation's highest honor. Desmond Doss, the soldier who never carried a weapon, became the first conscientious objector in American history to receive the Medal of Honor. His citation read, "For outstanding bravery and unflinching determination in the face of desperately dangerous conditions." But Doss didn't care about medals. He never bragged, he never boasted. Doss didn't care about medals. He never bragged, he never boasted. He simply said he was doing what he believed was right, saving lives instead of taking them. Today, the name Desmond Doss stands as one of the greatest examples of moral courage in U.S. Army history. A man who walked into the deadliest battle on the Pacific Front armed with nothing except faith, determination, and a promise to never leave a wounded man behind.
Like and subscribe to the channel to get more mysterious and exciting videos like this.